Hey, everybody. Welcome into a special episode of the WCPO High School Insider Podcast. We're here at the Fort Wright Chick-fil-A, highlighting Beechwood and Covington Catholic. This is the first of 6 special events previewing the high school football season around the greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Chick-fil-A restaurants. I'm speaking with 15 coaches overall from around the area over the next 3 weeks. And just a reminder, this WCPO High School Insider Podcast is brought to you by Chick-fil-A Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. Enjoy a free Chick-fil-A original chicken sandwich in the Chick-fil-A app August 21st through the 31st. And pleased to be joined by CovCath coach Eddie Eviston, who is starting his 9th season in Park Hills, and he's joined by 2 seniors, quarterback Evan Pitzer and also senior tight end Willie Rodriguez. And guys, thanks for taking some time here. And I was just out at your practice last week, ironically enough. But Coach, tell us a little bit about this preseason, what you like most about the Colonels and what you return.
The biggest thing right now is, our guys are, they're showing up to work, and, that's the thing. And, last year we were young, and, we have a lot of unknowns this year, but these guys are showing up. They're putting the work in, and, we have a little different outlook on the year because of the different scenery with the different class and different district. But, it's one of those things where you can't worry about that. We just come and we work every day, and these guys have handled that really well.
Talk about the experience that you guys gained, Coach, just last year, and what has prepared these seniors for this moment. I mean, can you talk about maybe that journey from just a year ago to now?
Yeah, the biggest thing is just, again, being thrown into the fire for some of these guys last season, at some of them at a young age, and then and building that armor a little bit. So, and then we're going into this season with a lot of unknowns, not just from our team wise, but just from the forecast of the state. And things that we haven't experienced yet. So, it's one of those things where we're excited about it. No matter how, why, what, all we know is we can only control what we can control. And so we are excited about, whatever that brings, again, in our district, in our class.
Reclassification, CovCath going from 5A last season to 4A this year. Not as familiar with your opponents on the schedule. I know that kind of alters your scrimmage schedule as well. How do you prepare for that as a coaching staff, knowing that there's some unknowns there on the 10-game schedule?
I think you stick with what you do know, and I think that's we have certain standards that we've kind of set at Covington Catholic, and I think that's the biggest thing, and that's what these guys have done a great job of. Let's concentrate on who we are, how we do things the right way, and everything else will take care of itself. And again, I'm very thrilled with this group of guys. The seniors that we have, with these 2 guys right here, and several others leading the way on. Hey, that is what it is. We don't. At some point, you just can't care exactly who you're going to see on Friday night. You're just going to concentrate on yourself, getting better. And then we'll go from there.
Colonels open the season against visiting Ryle on August 18th. Evan, I want to bring you into the conversation a little bit. We talked a little bit last week during practice, but what's kind of the vibe around this team? And I know this group of seniors very close, almost like family-like atmosphere. Can you talk about how significant that is?
I'd say we're all family, and we'll hang out together. And I think that helps us on the field with the chemistry. We know what each other's going to do. But not only that, but I think we're hungry. I think we lost to Frederick Douglass last year in the 2nd round. Our goal is the state championship every year, year in, year out, and I think a lot of guys want that, and we're going to work for it this year.
You talk about that hunger, Willie. What's it like maybe behind the scenes in the locker room? What's the conversation with you and your teammates?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just every day, whether it's in the weight room or out in the practice field, we're always hungry. That goes into practice every day. That's the motivation every day, stay hungry and go get that championship.
What's the tradition like? When you talk about, Evan, you even alluded to it when I was out of practice about, hey, maybe hanging another state championship banner, how much that would mean to you guys. Willie, what would that mean to hang another one?
Obviously, it would mean a lot to just the school and everything. That's what we want to get done, so that's why we've been working so hard, putting in this work every day at practice and everything. We're going to continue to do that. So,
Coach, tell me a little bit about these guys. Anybody who follows CovCath football knows about Evan and Willie, but tell us why you brought them here today and maybe kind of the leadership they've shown as well.
Yeah, obviously they're 2 guys that if you've been around Covington Catholic, you've heard their name. They've been a vital part of our program for the last 2 years, and as they enter their senior year, we look for them for leadership, and these guys have continued to step up, and that's the beauty of leadership. It's not just on the field; it's just not production. It's off the field stuff, and it's in the locker room, it's in the school, in the classroom, and these are two guys, and along with others in their class that continue to step up and do things the right way, and that's been great to see. And I know, like they talked about, they are hungry, and I think when they were 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, we were going to the state championship every year, and they were watching that, and they've yet to go to one since they've been in high school. So now they're in their final year, and I think that's our motivation is, hey, before we leave here, we want to do something special. So they're a special group of kids, and we're all for them doing something special.
Willie, tell me about that. You kind of mentioned how you watched Michael Mayer and see some of those teams succeed at the highest level of the state. I mean, what was that like growing up watching CovCath succeed?
Yeah, it was definitely crazy watching those all those players go through CovCath and all that success they had throughout, like you said, our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, watching them and everything. And that's one of the biggest motivations for us. Like, we saw them do that. We know the coaching staff, the coaches are great. They can lead us to that. So we just want to work and get there. So,
Evan, what was that like for you? Growing up watching the Colonels?
Yeah, it was always, Friday at school, everyone's buzzed about the game. All your friends are going. It doesn't matter the weather. You're asking your dad to buy you a ticket so you can go hang out there and watch them. And it was just awesome to be there with that atmosphere. You didn't know what it was about at the time. Like, at the time, you think, oh, all it is winning. All the coaches care about is winning. But now that you're there, you realize it's much more than winning, and they're building you to be better men for your future. The chemistry and the relationships we've built so far at CovCath are lifelong, and they'll continue to benefit us as we continue our journey in lives.
Coach, people see stuff on Friday nights, see the scores and success, kind of like with Beechwood, see the state championships or whatever. I mean, you tell me maybe beyond football with these two student athletes and what they've meant maybe to the school community, maybe an example of them reaching out or helping others give back, and something that people don't know about.
I think the biggest thing, and it's something that's even recent. Strangely enough, crazily enough, and unfortunately enough, I think even through their 3 years, we've had a lot of deaths in our community, be it from parents to students to siblings. These guys, they step up. You don't have to go to them. They're coming to me, and they're like, hey, what can we do as a team, to help this family out, give the support that this family needs. That's one of those things when you're dealing with teenagers, you're like, man, that's pretty mature. That's pretty, you've been raised right. Something's happening the right way to where you guys are well advanced, and you really understand what's real anymore. We do play a game. That's a game, and these guys understand what's real, and that's cool. And as a coach, that makes me very proud of just how they handle that stuff. So that's one thing. And these two guys are the first ones, and that's awesome.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about some of your other seniors who are going to be making an impact on both sides of the ball. How do you see that, Coach?
Yeah, Braylon Miller's been an impact player for us on both sides of the ball and special teams. So he's lightning in a bottle. So on both sides of the ball. So we're excited to see him and see his continued progress. Ben Reeves will be a guy up front that on both sides of the ball that we look to lead, which will be a young group, maybe a little bit more unexperienced group as we had in the past. So, him leading Seth Jones, another guy with some experience. So those guys up front leading that group, and then. We got several more that again, and these guys know this is. You might not even see them on Friday night, but what they bring to the table as a team and what they do Monday through Thursday might be the key to our success. And you need senior leadership there as well. And I think any team that understands that, they know what I'm talking about, of being that scout guy, just being that guy that's controlling the locker room. I might not get many reps come Friday night, or I might just be a special teams guy, but I'm going to do all those other things to make sure that we have success. So, we got a great group. I'm excited about that group to kind of continue those standards that we've set. So, like I said, it's a good group to be around.
I asked you on Friday at practice, 9th season here. I mean, you just said you take so much pride in coming to work every day, being the head football coach here at CovCath. Evan, I'd ask you, what's it like to play for Coach Eviston and maybe just the coaching staff, how they've really helped you, not only in football, but maybe beyond as well?
Yeah, well, in football alone, I think our coaching staff is one of the best in the state. They spend their, Sunday through Saturday getting us ready for the next week and sending out game film and notes to prepare us to perform to our best of our ability on Friday nights. But, outside of it, Coach E will check in on you. He'll talk to you at lunch, see how things are going, joke around with us. And it's like your coaches are friends. Now, don't get me wrong, they'll get on you when need to be on the field, but you can talk to them and have a normal conversation just like they're your buddies.
What has CovCath football meant to you, Willie?
Yeah, it's definitely meant a lot, and especially with Coach E and everything. I'm really starting to get it finally as a senior, everything that's been going on these past 3 years, really the playbook and everything like that, really how it's gone, how much time they put in also. They spend so much time scouting other teams and everything, so I think we're really thankful for all they do.
What's going to be the biggest key early on, Coach? What would you say if somebody's just asking you, hey, this is going to make CovCath successful in the first couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is there's obviously some positions. You're dealing with so many different positions. You got a couple of positions we feel very solid about through that experience, for example, like these guys. But I think the biggest key is, some of those holes that we need to fill, who's filling them? Are they performing? What's that production out of that? And, I think and I believe that we're gonna be a team that's gonna give great effort, and we're going to be as tough as we can be. The question is like, are those holes going to be filled? And we got a great schedule in the beginning of the year, so it's one of those things where I think those are the questions that need to be answered as we go. And again, it's you're trying to build up to that district play, and then obviously into those playoffs. So needless to say, we got a lot of work to do, but we're excited about that. And like I said, a great group of guys to work with this season.
I know you're concentrating totally on Ryle. It's one game at a time, but certainly playing Highlands week 2, that may be one of the earliest times you've matched up with them. Is that correct? What's that like as a coach, knowing you have a rivalry game so early in the season?
Well, it's just one of those things. I think we've always tried to build a decent schedule up front, no matter what. And, I would say our district over the last several years has been one of the tougher districts, definitely in Class 5, if not the state. So even though we moved the 4 and we have a kind of an unknown district, you always are trying to kind of build those games. We've always played a team in the GCL or an Ohio team and all those. So it's great. That's great that everybody's excited about the football season, and then you get some of those early big-time games. I think that's just going to add to that atmosphere, on those Friday nights.
Great stuff. CovCath coach Eddie Eviston, along with seniors Willie Rodriguez and Evan Pitzer. Really appreciate your time. All the best to the Colonels this season.
Thank you. Thanks for everything you do for us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.